Hey, what is up, guys? My name is Harrison Barron, the Millennial Entrepreneur, and thank you guys so much for checking out my video today. So in today's video, it's going to be a little different than my normal videos. I'm actually going to hop over to my computer. We're going to go through a little tutorial on how to use LinkedIn, what you could use LinkedIn for, and stuff like that. It's probably going to be a little bit longer video than it normally would be, but I'm really enjoying the longer formats. I'm not so pressured to go fast. I just talk fast because I'm from New York, but when I do video stuff on my computer, I could get to walk you through how the process goes, anything like that. Before we get into the computer stuff, do me one favor, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, because it does help the YouTube algorithm, and leave a comment below on what you found valuable, or ask me a question. I'd love to make a video on that. It's where I get some of my best ideas. So other than that, I'll see you guys over at my computer right now. Alrighty, so if you have made it this far, thank you for checking out this video. Now in this video, we are going to do a quick little tutorial on LinkedIn, what it's used for, things to know about, anything like that. This is the spot for it. So right off the bat, you're going to go to your LinkedIn homepage, essentially. So this is going to be your newsfeed. So this is everything going on. If you like, or if you see, you'll realize that LinkedIn loves to put in, so-and-so commented on certain things like that. All right. It's a great place to have a ton of new content curated and stuff like that. Definitely go check it out. This is where LinkedIn is going to put at least what it thinks the most relevant content to you will be. So if you aren't confident at home, you're not safe, watch it, things like that, you'll just see. Next, you'll see on your left-hand side, you'll see who's viewed your profile in the last 30 days, views on your videos, things like that, things that you would need that are directly related to your profile. Typically, it's these two, but if you don't have any videos posted or anything like that, it'll say on your last post or something like that. If you don't post a lot, don't worry about it. You just won't have things there. Next is going to be my pages, any pages you're a part of. So these are some pages I manage with my own company. But you can go in, you can see notifications, anything like that that's going on, how many notifications, all of those different things. Next, you'll see recents, groups, anything like that, things that you've already been a part of that you might find relevant. This is where it's going to be located just quickly to access. This is not where you're going to go to get all of your details and information. This is just what you're going to see as far as things that you've been recently a part of. I use air quotes because sometimes it's not 100% accurate. Next, you're going to see a bunch of different ads all over the place. You'll see an ad right up here, the secretive world of Zuckerberg's private family office, and then you'll see promoted areas. Also, LinkedIn lately has been promoting them pushing teachings and things like that, so you'll see advance your career down here. So that's your home page. That's the most overall way to lay it out. You'll see start a post, add a picture, video, even files. Files are extremely important. And then write an article. This is going to be, if you're writing articles on LinkedIn that you want to take with you even after you leave a company, this is a great spot to put them. It'll bring you to a whole LinkedIn article writer in here where you can start to post your blogs and whatnot. So this is where it's going to go. It has publishing tools, all that kind of jazz. I absolutely do recommend posting sometimes in here. It is very important. Back to your homepage. Once you're in your homepage, next you have My Network. This is going to be where people are either adding you or where LinkedIn thinks that you should be adding people and stuff like that. Essentially what it does is it takes people that you've already connected with and sees how many people are connected with those people and is going to recommend those people. So right off the bat, you see Giovanni I'm sorry, I can't pronounce it. But you're going to see 33 mutual connections, right? Samantha, 10 mutual connections. We have a mutual thing in common, right? We both went to Farmingdale State College. 16 mutual connections under Melissa. These are all different people that it's going to recommend. You could always tell how far they've had their profile worked on because they'll either have a profile picture or they'll have a background image. So, for example, Sean does not have a background image. It's totally blank. Totally fine. It's a good, quick way to see that person and stuff like that. It also gives you a little bio about who they are from their headline, so you can see what they do and how they do it. And then people you may know with similar roles, right? So area manager of operations, assisting spine surgeons, all different things like that. I don't understand how it gets similar roles, but that's how LinkedIn runs it. Next, you're going to see on the left-hand side, manage my network. So you'll see your connections, you'll see your contacts, people I follow, right? I follow 7 different people, 24 groups I'm a part of, 23 pages I've liked, and how many hashtags I follow on the regular. Now, my numbers are going to be far higher than most people's because I do this for a living. Not everybody's going to do that. So if they don't do that, that's totally fine. Do not worry about it. Don't think your numbers aren't high enough. this is just applicable to me, and yours are going to be very different for you. However many people you have connected with is not a bad thing. I know people that have 500 rock-solid connections, and I know people with 10,000 connections that they've literally never spoken to ever. So just keep that in the back of your mind. Next, you'll see another promoted section. Your contact is ready to import is ready, so you can start to import contacts so you can automatically build those connections. Next, you're going to see jobs up in the top. You can search your jobs, anything like that. Really, whatever you're looking for. Just know that it's not always 100% accurate, although I do know a ton of people that have gotten hired on LinkedIn. You have to remember, though, it's so easy to apply. Because of that, there's a ton of applications. So if you apply to a company, don't think you're going to get a call back right away. You have to have an exceptional resume, exceptional profile, and things like that to have even a little bit of a chance of getting a phone call back, because it is literally so easy to apply. Just remember that. I see a lot of people, I've seen comments and things like that. I've applied to jobs. Just because you've applied, you got to remember there's millions of people. There's 2 LinkedIn accounts made every second. So there's already been a ton of new accounts made on LinkedIn just in the time of watching this video. All of those people potentially could be going after the job that you're looking for. So just because you applied doesn't mean you're going to get the phone call. You can do saved jobs, applied jobs, job alerts, salary, anything like that. There's a whole bunch of different areas. LinkedIn does now offer interview prep as well. That'll help get you to your best self, right? Common questions, tell me about yourself, just to get that job, because they do want you to succeed. They really want you to go rave about them. I rave about LinkedIn all the time. It really, really is amazing. This is what I had when I was looking for a job back in the day before I started my own business. But you can see who's taking employees and stuff like that, and where you have alumni, right? It'll say 1 alumni from the college I went to. You may not have that, which is totally fine, but just know that it is there. LinkedIn Easy Apply, right? Pretty simple. Hit Easy Apply. It's that easy to apply. That's why I'm saying there's a lot of competition out there. Next, you're going to have messages. I'm not going to go into that just because I have a lot of messages that I haven't read just yet. So because of that, I just won't go in there. But you'll see all your messages in there. Feel free to click on that. You'll see a whole breakdown of all your messages, anything going on, anything like that you need to know about. And this is a great platform where you can message people. Unlike Facebook, when you go on the mobile app, they're all together. So you don't have to worry about going into 2 totally separate apps to send messages or anything like that. You can do it all directly from both the mobile app and right here. It's a dream. Honestly, it works really, really well. And last but not least, notifications. So notifications are going to be what's going on, what LinkedIn thinks you want to see, anything like that, right? There's my little funny video with my mask on, stuff like that to get people's attention. But you'll see a bunch of different stuff going on in here. This is all what LinkedIn thinks you want to see. Now, is it 100% accurate? No. Is it going to catch everything? Absolutely not. But just know that it's there. It's really, really good if you get a notification for something and you want to grab it really quickly. And then last but not least, you're going to just see more ads around the whole thing. Now, to top this video off, before we get into a Sales Navigator video, which will be coming in the future, you have your profile. So view your profile. And I just want to go over your profile, what you should have and shouldn't have in your profile. That way you could have at least a little success on LinkedIn if you're not properly trained. So right off the bat, you're going to have your background image. I highly recommend getting a background image. You could use a website like Pexels or Pixabay for royalty-free images. Have a halfway decent headshot, right? Make sure it's on a decent background. It shouldn't be in your friend's house unless it's against a neutral wall. Make sure it was shot correctly. Tap to focus. Things like that are going to make a much better headshot. If you already have a headshot, upload it there. Just make sure it's the right size. Tell people a little bit about what you do in your headline. It's super important. Far too many people either make it sales or make it about their job. No. It's about what you do, right? How do you help people? I help people and companies make better content and connections on LinkedIn. Simple as that. Who I work for, you'll see job openings and things like that if you have that available, as well as if you use LinkedIn Pro Finder, which is a whole nother video I'll get into. Next, you're going to have your About section. So in your About section, you can write about who you are, what you do, how you do everything. I highly recommend filling this out. Do not rush over this. This is probably the 4th most important part of your profile, with the exception of your headline, your profile picture, and your background. Next, you are going to have a featured section. So what is featured? This is brand new. They used to never do this before, but featured, Harrison Barron's course training for social selling, harrisonbarron.com, right? They used to have this, but it wasn't nearly as punctual as it is now. My media company and then my podcast for anybody that wants to go check it out. Next, your dashboard, who's viewed you, salary insights, video views, search appearances, anything like that. Activity, what you've been doing. It does allow other people to see what you've been doing, at least in the public space. So if you're going to do something online, make sure that you do it well. And on top of that, just know that anybody could pop in and see it. It's awesome in a lot of cases, so don't stress about it. Just know it's there. Experience, who you are, what you do, jobs that you've had in the past. Take some time, fill it out. It is really important, especially when you're looking for a job, writing out what you've done, who you've done it for, and any relevant information that would potentially help a job owner or a business owner look for you, right? That's what you want. You want to stand out amongst the crowd. This is the place for it. Do not overlook this area. Just make sure you go through, you fill it out, because people want to see that. They want to see who they're connecting with. One of the easiest dead giveaways of somebody that doesn't use the profile or use their platform and just wants to sell you is they don't have anything filled out. That's the first thing I look for when somebody connects with me. Hey, do they have their profile filled out correctly? Do they have the 4 most important sections and then what they've done in the past? I want to make sure you have a track record, especially if you're trying to sell me something. I want to make sure that there's a reason why, and do you have a track record that I should buy from you? Next, you're going to have education. Make sure it's relevant, right? If it's an accredited, school or certification program or anything like that, this is where you want to put it. Don't skip over this. It doesn't have to be too crazy. Just make sure it's there. Make sure people know that if you did go to school, hey, you went to school. If you didn't go to school, totally fine. Don't worry about it. Not everybody's going to do that. Fill out your licenses and certifications, your volunteer experience if you have any, and then last but not least, skills and endorsements and recommendations. Skills and endorsements, you can have a ton of different skills. Just the first 3 show up as most prominent. So you'll see inbound marketing, social media, search engine optimization. Now, if you hit show more, you can see all the other skills I've been endorsed for, but the first 3 show up. So when you're doing that, make sure you select the 3 that are most relevant to you, or 3 that you could take with you at a later date that are going to be relevant. And last but not least, recommendations. They're very hard to get. You have to ask people. Some of the time you even have to write them yourself and have them post it. It's not that people don't want to do it. They're just too busy, and I get that. Because of that, you might have to write it yourself and ask them to post it. You wouldn't be the first person. I promise you won't be the last. And before anybody says, Harrison, that's not right, we're all too busy. Sometimes it's not the first thing you think about. It's much easier for you to give them what they need and have them post it than having them think and take the time out. So do yourself a favor. Ask people if you really want it. Just know that you will be tracking people down. And the rest is not so important. Accomplishments, organizations. I have made a couple connections just for my organizations because I am in a fraternity. Doesn't mean you're going to do that. So just know that. And then interests. Something that a lot of people overlook. I don't really find any value in it. But the important thing is the more information you give LinkedIn, the better they're going to provide as far as an experience goes. So because I have Gary Vaynerchuk as the one of my interests, I see his stuff every once in a while. And that's your whole profile. That is all of LinkedIn. Now, this was a very fast overview of the entire thing. But know that it's there. Know that it is the best professional networking device there is out there right now. It's phenomenal for keeping in touch with people. It's phenomenal for building a network. It's phenomenal for getting information out there. I hope this video helps. I'll see you guys in the next part. Till then, bye. Alrighty, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video as much as I did. Kind of took you guys through a progressive walkthrough of what LinkedIn is, how it can be effective. Anything like that is really what my goal of today's video is to solve. Basic walkthrough of how to use it, why it's important, all that jazz. Hope you guys found value in it. If you did, leave a comment below what you found the most valuable. I do appreciate that. If you guys haven't already, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and hit the little bell so you never miss another video. Until then, I'll see you guys later.